Do you feel messed up, lost, unclear at work? Then here's something very, very important that I want to share with you. And in all probability, this may be happening with you. Hi, I'm Aastha Tatia, daughter of two rock-solid pillars, mother to a lovely daughter, wife of a humor king, an engineer, MBA, corporate executive turned anchor person, now an author and a happiness coach, helping corporate leaders build deep connections and meaningful relationships in their organizations. If what you hear today makes sense, then please hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. So, quite often, when we're not able to make the distinction between things that can be managed and things which are absolutely non-negotiable, that's when we are in a state of mess. So things which are trivial, but they look to be big, no, I absolutely cannot do away with this. So for example, you have to take up a job, and let's say you stay in Mumbai and you're getting a job in Pune. Nice company, nice culture, great profile, looks very promising, and you've gotten great reviews, you have a great manager there, all of this, right? But you've got to go to Pune and you don't want to leave your family and go, right? Now that's where I'm not saying it's easy, but quite often we get hooked onto, oh, I can't leave my family. May not be easy, still manageable, right? Still may be manageable, but you feel, oh, I'll be homesick. How can I leave my family? Well, maybe today when you go to a place which is so promising and you have all these opportunities, it may turn out to be a game changer for you, and you can maybe call your family there, you may go back to them, things can open up. But we get hooked on to certain things which in that moment look absolutely no, and because of that, we leave or do not focus at all on things which are absolutely non-negotiable. So when you leave the job in, let's say, Pune, you take up another one in Mumbai itself, and that is where you're compromising on the culture, on maybe the materialistic aspects of it, or maybe the kind of work that you're doing, the environment. I know it's not as great, but at least I get to be here. And that's where the mess starts to happen. Now, initial a month or so, you may feel good, but when you've not focused on the non-negotiables and when they start to play, that's when you feel lost. Yeah. So quite often this happens, and we are absolutely not bothered, and we are absolutely oblivion to the fact that, okay, this is something which is so massive. This is something which is going to make all the difference. There's such a huge amount of time that I'm going to spend. So it is important to see what are those 1, 2, 3 parameters which are very important. We miss out on those. We get very relaxed when it comes to those parameters. And the other things which can still be managed, which are not as high stake, that's where we get adamant. And in that process, what happens is the choices that we make are not the most forwarding choices. Now, of course, I'm not saying that nobody knows everything beforehand. You may make the best choices and still the outcome may not be as great, but that's okay. That's how we evolve. But what I'm talking about is this distinction of the non-negotiables versus things which are still manageable. Yeah, which can may be difficult. I'm not saying they're easy or cakewalk. They may be difficult, but you can still manage them, and they're not bothering you, or they're not damaging you at the core. The non-negotiables that I'm talking about are the ones which will damage you somewhere at the core. Damage may sound like a heavy word, but yeah, that's what it is. That's what it leads to over time, because you quite often don't switch jobs like this. You stay there because you think, oh God, the insecurity, the fear takes over, and you feel, oh, I have to spend so much time, otherwise it will not reflect good on my resume, or maybe what will other people think? There'll be questions. You continue to stay, and in the process, you damage yourself. So it's very, very important that you understand that the mess is not because of anything else, not because of all that outside, but quite often the fundamental aspect where you are focusing on the wrong things. Yeah. And why I say wrong things, because in that moment, what is more important is the core, is the fundamental, the foundation. Yeah. And also share with me what opened up with you. What was your takeaway from this? What is it that you're going to do differently now? I'm going to see you in the next video.